Oi, oi, Wildarmy. Gaz the wild man out on manoeuvres again. Come across a little group of mushrooms here. Nice little young variety. These are actually better when they're younger. They are edible. These are very young, common puffball. As you can see, they're just getting the little, I don't know if my camera's taking that in, they get like little pointy edges on it, like fluff. But these are just starting out, they're only little guys. They are an edible, but they are only babies, they are, guys. So I won't be picking them today. Just another little mushroom for the mushroom diaries. Out and about, foraging, middle of nowhere as usual. So, we've just had the common puffball. I've come across another mushroom here, guys. This is actually a gem. This is actually on a massive chained oak tree near Alton in Staffordshire. And what we have here is a beautiful specimen of hen of the woods. You see that, guys? You can tell it's hen of the woods. It's quite dark on top. It's polypore. It's actually very similar to chicken of the woods. It is an edible. We're in September. People obviously don't know what that is because it's been trodden on. It's quite white underneath, brown on top. And there's some lovely, lovely specimens here. This is edible. I did think it was a blackening polypore, but it's not. So we've come across a couple now. We've come across a common puffball, hen of the woods. Wildarmy, old man Gaz here, just doing my mushroom collection. Showing you around in nature. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Finding quite a few little interesting mushrooms today. But I've actually come across this one here, sorry guys. Slippy out here today. Look at this cool little place. You see that little yellow hand there? Man, that's like a little creepy yellow hand coming out. Like a little creepy yellow finger. Crazy. But we've actually got a big version of it here, as you can see. If you're enjoying these little videos, we're learning as we're going along. This is not an edible, I'm afraid, but it's a good one to look at. This is what we call the yellow stag's horn. Grows on old rotting wood. This is quite a young one. See, my camera's taking it all in there. That's actually the yellow stag's horn. We're in September, the mushrooms are rife. Oi, oi, Wildarmy. Found another little mushroom here. Another little interesting one for the mushroom diaries. This is actually what we call the deceiver. It is actually edible, but not really worth taking because it's not very substantial. It's not a poisonous one. I'm actually after the purple variety of this, the amethyst deceiver, but I think it's a bit too early for now. Like an octopus. Sorry guys, my finger was in the way. But yeah, this is a deceiver. It does grow in open woodland. This is in quite peaty soil. There's actually quite a few of them up here. Take a look. It's actually got quite a frilly edge with an indent in the centre. One of the smaller variety. Just zoom in on that. Quite easy to identify. These are growing in abundance, as you can see. It's got quite a pinky, fawny colour underneath. The gills are quite spread out. But yes, this is actually the British deceiver. As you can see, an indent in the middle, fan out at the edges when they're a bit older. But yeah, the deceiver family. So get yourselves out in nature, guys. Get learning your mushrooms. Oi, oi, Wildarmy. Well, we've had the deceiver. Now I've only gone and found my amethyst deceiver. What an awesome looking mushroom. I'm actually at the roadside, so I'm sorry about the noise. These are the biggest ones I've ever seen. Just try and get a full zoom on that. They're absolutely awesome. The colours on them are brilliant. Look at that, guys. There's absolutely loads of them here. You can eat these with salads. They are edible. You cook them. You can have them with salads. They actually retain the colour when you picked them. And they are an awesome, awesome specimen. That is definitely one for the mushroom diaries. These ones actually look like they've gone through a funnel shape. But that there is a classic deceiver. I've never seen them fan out like that before though. So I'm unsure about the larger ones. But they are an awesome looking mushroom. I mean, look at that, guys. Well, that's actually the amethyst deceiver. How's it going, Wildarmy? This is Wildman Gaz, still out. Saturday. I'm on a mission exploring, and I was just walking down this little dirt track. And I've come across an absolutely awesome, awesome mushroom. People pay a fortune for these. What I've actually come across here is a lovely little group of chanterelle mushrooms. These are edible, they're absolutely beautiful. I can tell straight away what they are. What an absolutely awesome find. So yeah, the chanterelle mushroom. These are one for the foraging bag. Please be careful, because there is one out there, the false chanterelle. But they are beautiful, they are. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, guys, as usual. Wildarmy. Come across another group of mushrooms here. These are actually the sheafed wood tuft. They grow on old stumps, rotting wood. These are actually edible, but you do have to be careful. Can get mixed up with the sulphur tuft, the velvet shank. But I've had a good look at these, and these are actually the sheafed wood tuft. They are edible, but you do have to be so careful. I wouldn't recommend picking them if you're not 100%. They're just a good looking mushroom. When they're young, they're actually shiny on top, as you can see. They've got a glisten to them. They have got like a light brown centre. Well, that's an awesome little mushroom. So yeah, that is actually the sheafed wood tuft. I don't know the scientific name of it because it baffles my mind. I just like to remember these things by their original names. And there's actually a big brown slug in there having a munch. How's it going, Wildarmy? This is Gaz the Wild Man here on a mushroom hunt. Now you wouldn't believe it, but this is actually a mushroom. This is actually grown on this birch tree here. As you can see. I've had to do a bit of climbing for this one, guys. But as you can see up there, that's where I actually got it from. Luckily I brought my saw with me. I've had to do a bit of climbing and a bit of poking, and we managed to get it off. This chagga mushroom here, it actually looks like a piece of charcoal. But it has got benefits. It grows on birch trees. What happens is when the birch tree is injured, this mushroom actually takes over and heals the tree. Very good for you. If I turn it over, or if you cut it open, you know it's chagga mushroom because it's bright orange inside. All the bushcraft men use this. They make tea out of it. Always be 100% what you're picking, guys. As you can see, it's charcoal on the outside, bright orange on the inside. You wouldn't know that was a mushroom, but that's actually what we call chagga mushroom. How's it going, Wildarmy? Wildman Gaz here, hanging off a tree, middle of nowhere. I was just following this stream up. I'm naturally doing my mushroom videos because it's September and I've come across the big find here. These are actually grey oyster mushrooms. Sorry guys, I'm hanging out to a tree here. If I can just get under there and show you that. As you can see, the gills go all the way down to the stem. Look at that for a bounty, guys. I've hit the jackpot. So yeah, we're out learning, foraging. Grey oyster mushrooms. Doesn't come any better than that, guys. Don't get me wrong, there's some nasty ones. But this ain't one of them. I've hit the mushroom jackpot here. Look at that. So we found chanterelles and all sorts today. And this is just topped me day off. A humongous patch of beautiful grey oyster mushrooms. It doesn't get much better than that, guys. Now I've just got to try and climb my way off this log without slipping and crushing my wild gonads. So yeah, the grey oyster mushroom, absolutely beautiful specimens. Get out and learn, guys, get out and learn nature, survive in the wild. We are the Wildarmy, this is what we do. Exploring the world around us on a mission. This is Wildman Gaz on his way home. How am I going to get out of this one, guys? Take care, guys. This is Gaz out on manoeuvres. Oi, oi.